Invincible Season 1 Episode 2 titled Here Goes Nothing, and this episode is a better episode than last episode. Last episode I just felt it was so wash, like it was focusing on getting to point A to point C without focusing on like how do you get to point B. To the point it just felt so no sense of fluidity out through the episode. Well, this one has it. It is more focused. It is more focused and grounded in its storytelling and simplifying it, that it's a way more enjoyable thing to watch. I mean, technically, the entire episode is an alien invasion story. It is Mark Grayson dealing with his first alien invasion and having it happen again and again and again, which I won't lie, the third time got repetitive because I felt that the last 15 minutes, I was like, it felt to tack on was this whole pile of this guy from space and there's a fight on it. I just like, okay, I'm not engaged with this. For me, I felt that part completely uninteresting, and having a third time, I was like, I'm like, come on, can we wrap this up, please? I get it. You want to have Mark's dad comes in to save the day because he's a Superman, but he's the evil Superman. It's not like we have seen that before 6 billion times in the last 5 years. Just saying, but I just felt it was so. It's like, okay, can we just wrap that up? This alien invasion story, because all the stuff that was in the first 2 acts of this episode was really well done. It's about this job that, let's be honest, we all think would have been, you swoop down, fight the bad guys, and save the day, and you'll be home by lunch, and you'll all be good. Like, life is normal. Well, for fact, it isn't like that. In fact, you're on the clock, there's people on your hands, you're more likely going to get injured more than the bad guys are going to do. You are focusing probably on the civilians' lives and all that, and having that explore along with introducing this new team called the Teen Team, which is a bunch of teenage superheroes, probably like Teen Titans and Young Avengers and those type of teams. They, having seen their eyes and his heroes that are roughly their age, have been doing it for a bit versus the newbie, you have a sense of history towards it, and the sense of these are the people he can kind of talk to. Outside of Wex did come across a bit of an asshole. I get the idea of the character he is meant to, but when it's like, okay, you're a little bit too annoying, and I kind of want you not to be here anymore. Like, Wex is the jealous boyfriend of one of the characters who's part of the team. I just did not care about this guy. I do not. I mean, they go for the same stool. It doesn't mean that the two are going to be a thing. It's the typical teenage bullshit that I always, even when I was in high school, trying to object to and trying to be like, no, it is not this. It's simply just that, and people trying to wrap around it. It's really interesting when you don't have a teenage mindset in high school. But it's a good episode. It's a pretty good episode. And it's always fun seeing the mystery, because you got introduced to this a character named Damien, Demon Blood, and he's kind of like this he's Hellboy, a detective Hellboy, and it's probably gonna be fun. Like, we all know who did it. We all know who killed the guy but it's always fun to see, like, okay, how do you piece this together? How do you, like, okay, point A, point B to point C? How does that happen? And it'll be fun. So yeah, I've got one more episode to go. And I probably will be talking about this show week by week until the season's done, and I'll see if I will continue it or not.